already sweating, huh?
What did you just say?
I said, you're already sweating?
I like this. It's masculine.
Oh, man. Can you not hear me?
Oh, we can hear you all
You
right.
sound great. I don't know.
Yeah.
You sound
good.
good. You have a it reminds me of a little bit of like Barry White, like a Teddy Pendergrass, with someone playing with the octave.
Really?
Yeah, it sure does.
I can't even. Why are we doing this? Like, I understand Tim Hall. Like, I get it. Cliff is like, but why?
I like that shirt.
Well,
Is it one of those make you look like? Is it a
I
dad
don't
shirt?
know. Walmart.
Oh.
Because I wanted to express is now that I've become a 40 middle-aged dad, I'm like, Walmart has some pretty nice t-shirts. $5.48. It was $4.98 pre-pandemic. I'm trying it. The tag is on, but I have bought a surprising amount of clothes from Walmart.
Huh.
So the more, right? When I had 2 pennies in a jar, I was like, let's go to Burberry. Now I'm like, Walmart, $7 shorts. I'm gonna buy 2. Cliff, how are you, man? Hey, this is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am that Brian Sturges. You follow me at Mr. Brian Sturges. At Cliff, yeah, never is this smooth. At Cliff Beach Music, at Black Cliff Beach, which hasn't been posted in a
Yeah, nothing's going on over there. What's going on?
I don't know about that. And then, of course, Timothy Hall Music. You can follow him. Also, is it Timothy Hall Archery _
Yeah, Timothy Hall _ archery. I think. I don't know.
It all sounds great.
I also
fellas.
don't post there.
This episode, go to Smartwater / UNT for 5% off all smart. Now, how come? Now, let me ask you a question. Was this bottle sitting in a windowsill for a couple of years? Because what I thought was a blue label seems very faded, or is this like another? Now, 50 Cent and I, of course, we have our entanglements.
Ginseng. Yeah, it goes back a while.
We go, I've known him since he was 45.
Yeah.
Years old. But
he was shot 9 times, but done walk with a limp.
Yeah, I'm just surprised to hear your voice.
I like how none of us are afraid. I like that Cliff is like, let me get as close up. Let me, I moved this back because I'm on the left. Son of a...
Oh, I can back up. I'm too close.
No, too far. Perfect.
Oh, so
But last episode, you were like, yeah, you like that? Do you like
How y'all doing out there?
Yeah. It looked like you were late.
it was like mother-in-law status on the Zoom.
Ooh, it's hot.
Oh, yeah. Let me just get them down here. What y'all doing around here?
Yeah. No, that you are becoming that man. You understand?
Yes. And I finally got my mic set up, and it was all very white, warbly. I can't hear myself, so now I had to go back to just the onboard mic.
You sound good though. It sounds good. Hey, by the way, fantastic show at NAMM.
It sounded very good.
Will you be able to? I don't know if people can watch it. I don't know if it's available on someplace.
Oh, I don't think they were streaming it anywhere, but I'll be posting more clips from you and other people that I got up on the Instagram. And if you want to syndicate that to Black Cliff Beach, feel free. Oh
yeah, he should do that.
Yeah.
Fourth wall, people. Fourth wall. Well, it was a fantastic show, and it was a blast. It was nice actually seeing you in person and hanging out.
Thank you. Is this your grandpa going to war in the 40s, or?
Well, today's theme are hobos.
Okay.
They do make a good squirrel.
You may call them homeless, or you may call them unhoused, but they are all hobos to me. And actually, hobo means homeward bound. So technically, they're
never
not
make it.
hobos because they're just meth heads who like, I see rainbows out of my butt. I'm trying to keep it clean. All
Care
right?
Bear
We
style.
got to
That's
keep it
that's
clean.
Care
By the
Bear
way,
stare.
clean. Keep this clean.
Bam.
Okay.
So I'd also like to make a confession. So if we could all take a moment now, we all know Catholic school was not for me. Do you remember a few weeks ago, I was like, I just bought the most beer I ever bought in a single transaction. Well, I just went to the store to buy a 6-pack.
So innocent.
And
The only 6-pack you'll ever have.
so true.
Oh.
Oh, California.
30.
They've changed it up.
Oh, wait, there's more.
They moved.
That's
Oh,
60.
Go
That's
to
gonna be a hell of a weekend.
CoorsLight.com/UNT for 5% off. And if you go
That's
to
right.
Michigan, they'll give you twice as much for the can.
your 10X, your 6-pack.
Let me explain what happened. Now, if I may.
He lost his glasses.
Okay.
Oh.
I buy a 6-pack,
Uh-huh.
all right, at my local bodega. They're charging $9 now, plus the thing. So we're going to talk not the CRV and the tax, just numbers. So I pay $9. I divide that by 6. I'm paying $1.50 a beer. That's it. Sounds
I
right.
mean, I'm no mathematician.
Is that math correct? Come on, MBA. Right? So I'm paying $1.50 a beer.
That's reasonable.
Now, when I went to buy the 6-pack, I looked down and it was like for $12.99, and I was looking at the fluid ounces, right? And it was like 19.8 and then 50, and it went cheaper and cheaper. And then I looked at the bottom and I saw the cases. And the case, a 30 case was $17.99.
Mm-hmm.
Practically giving it away.
Now, if you buy 2, they're going to send you a $12 rebate. Which means we take 17, 90, we take 17, damn it, we take 17.99, we times 2, that's $35.98. We're going to minus $12, that's $23.98,
You basically get it for free.
divided by 60, is I'm now paying 39 or 40 cents a can.
Wow. That's a reduction.
So
But
this
that's
is
from
great-
still a regular store, not a Costco or something where you can pay
No,
to get
it's at a local store.
right.
Local store.
Yeah, you know.
And you're
Yeah.
gonna wait for the rebate. You're over 40, and you will mail down to get $12.
That is true. This isn't over. I got time. I can wait 6 to 8 weeks for $12. Where am I going? I never leave. I never get out.
Yeah. Unlike hobos who have no time to wait.
But come
And
on,
they don't know
so
where they're gonna be.
$1.50 a can or 40 cents, right? That's what a 65%, 67% reduction per can. So this is what I'm talking about. So the essentials, what we'll call this there, right? The liquor stores remained open during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Toilet paper, paper towels, soap, right? The economists say you buy in bulk and you spread it off. So if anything, me buying 60 beers is really fiscally responsible. So
Only if
thinking.
you recycle the cans and get the money to buy more beer.
that's the one thing I don't do, because in Los Angeles, we have recycling programs, but what you do is you put them in a bag and the hobos grab them.
That's
Right.
the program. Yeah.
And so I give, when I hear them, they come down the street like some banditos with their cans on their shopping cart, right? Don't deconstruct what I said and make it like a thing. But you know what I'm saying? It was just more of like the but we all
Yeah, the just married shopping cart. I got
right.
that.
So what I do is I always save them and then I bring them out. And he's like, "Hey, how you doing? Here's some can, hey, whatnot."
And then you can write that off as a donation.
Right. But now I'm out here and there's no hobos. So I just
Oh,
throw
I was
them
going to
away.
ask you about that. I was like, that happens where you are right now?
Oh, I
I
thought we
wouldn't
were
think
talking
so.
about homos.
No, oh yeah. Oh boy, did I get attacked by a bunch of Oh my God, homosexual hobo on TLC.
Like a-
It seems like a show. I'm just trying to find
TLC.
love and housing.
They're
Yeah.
also homeward bound,
Yeah.
but in the tied up variety.
Oh. Ooh,
Ah,
that's a
a
frothy
cup?
tall glass.
You got a glass, a frosty mug.
Oh, it goes down smooth.
I
30
never
over
understood
30.
this. I bought these from the 99-cent store as props for when I did Glengarry Glen Ross.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, so I just tried to put a beer in one day, and I was like, oh my, I get it now. I never understood. It's like the Germans are like, I don't got time for that tiny hole. I think I might have mentioned this before, but it's like this just.
Yeah.
And by pouring it in here, I was reading, it gets rid of a lot of the gas. So where if you drink out of the can, it's like so bubbly. But if you pour it like an a-hole, it's too flat. So it's like you do a nice 45 and it brings it right in the middle. And it goes down smoother than, well, the first girl I ever hooked up with. When I went home
Speaking
with
of
the
tiny holes,
with the lady, I showed her where I had my first kiss, which happened to be my hand. I also got a handy but like a lot happened.
Oh,
But
you had a spot.
We drove by the Little League thing. She wasn't
little
in
league.
No, but it was like the park. Like you go to the
Oh,
park,
okay.
and they had a
T-ball.
bunch of dugouts, right? And the one
Oh.
dugout in the park was facing the woods, so that's where you would go. And you.
Oh, for sure.
Do you guys remember seeing? Before we go into this rage, do you guys remember seeing your first breast that was like for you to see, like bestowed, like you know?
Yeah, I do.
Tim Hall's got a big old smile, so let's go ahead and get into that.
Oh, let's see. I was a late. I didn't
You were 28.
listen. What day is it today?
You were in a little league.
Yeah,
You're a little league coach.
yeah, I was the coach.
I saw a silhouette.
Yeah, just faintly. It would have been. I think I was a senior in high school. No, is that
Painting-
right?
Painting live
Lie.
nude.
That can't be right.
Senior in high school? No, I mean,
That can't be right. Oh, you know what? I must have seen. Maybe I can't remember. But
your background looks like psychedelic boobs.
I know. I just noticed that. There's.
So you don't. So
I
have
feel
you,
like it
have you
was-
still not seen one? Is this why? like
Yeah,
like, are you
they
se-
look like this, right?
Yeah, I
They're
think
like
so.
all cockeyed.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes.
I don't remember seeing my first boob, but I do remember the first time I saw Shaka Khan's boob.
was this at the Hollywood Park and Casino?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, she had,
Ain't nobody.
Ain't
That's
no
not
body
me.
fitting in that dress. She was her one breast was here on her shoulder.
Oh Jesus!
The other one was like backing around and up. It was like,
Oh, yeah.
and what was great is that Hollywood Park, which is no longer right, there was a racetrack here. Is that they would have after the races, they'd have like pretty good names, like festival names, like when you go like a summer concert series. And Shaka Khan was playing, and people were coming out. They were just like, I just lost my kid's college fund, and it was just, it's crazy, like the gig. Because no one came to see Shaka Khan and she was just there, people were like, is that Shaka Khan? Right? It was just kind of weird. And she was great, but I mean, I booked those gigs. You remember in my 20s, those performing arts center things.
Hey, they make money. People pay for those.
I
saw her at
remember
the
my
Rose Bowl.
I remember my first boob experience where I got to play with it. And I think the first boobs I ever saw was when I was in Italy. I was probably 12 or 13.
Wait, and you got
we
to
went
play
up to
with
the,
it?
No. We went
Let
up
me
to the
just stop.
pool, and there was what was probably a 19-year-old, like Italian girl, topless.
Yeah.
And I guess we saw the pool. I went down, and the story is, and I remember this is like, well, what do you want to do today? And I was like, I want to go swimming. And so I immediately
Desperately.
went to the pool.
Yeah.
So I went to the pool, and then like, obviously everyone knew, right? She knew. Everyone knows that I'm there. Yeah, right. Like, I see your boobs, lady.
Yeah, they'll be.
And then I remember, I think I was at middle school, and then it was older than that. I had I must have been an 8th grade girlfriend or something. And I got in trouble because I rode my bike to her house. I wasn't supposed to because she was on the other side of the tracks. And then my mother, not being understanding, went down to talk to her mother. And while they were talking about that, she took out her boobs, and I was having fun with them. Little fun fact. So they're in the room discussing how to behave, and we're on the kitchen door that does the flap open. We're just on the other side, and we're like on the stairs, and I'm like, ah, ha, 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 while they're playing. Yeah. Fun story. Fun story.
12.
But the theme today is, and we're gonna make this a fast thing because I don't have a lot of raging beats today. Maybe it's because of last week. Last week was not a good week. Last week.
You were peaking those mic levels.
Yeah. What about
Already.
drinking? What about drinking less beer but a better quality?
Well, I'm not drinking beer. This is water that's been purified. Like, I agree. In fact, the guy said, "Oh, you're buying the good stuff." I was like, "Haha, it's funny because you work at a grocery store and you're like 60." What beer would you suggest, millionaire of beers? No. This beer is a hard working. Like I was working on the car. I'm sweating. It's an ice cold, refreshing beer. But this isn't I'm drinking. Have you ever seen me order a Coors Light at a bar?
No.
Okay, thank you. Anybody want to participate? Anybody? All you gotta say is no, right? We all know the game we're playing.
No.
After you drink a Pabst, don't get up for these.
Yeah, but that was at Bordner's in Hollywood. That's like their
Yeah.
thing. That's like $4 beers.
Hey, it's got a blue ribbon.
Of course, I
don't
didn't. I really just went to buy a 6-pack, but I don't care. And the lady has said that I'm much more jovial. She's like, with the beer, you have a beer every couple hours. Like you're fun. You're like, hey, you're
Every
giggling.
couple hours.
Well, you got to top it off.
Well, you make that sound, but no. But if I have a beer at noon,
Mhm.
I have a beer at 3 p.m.
Mhm.
and one at 6 p.m. That's not bad.
Yeah.
You
I don't
what?
think it's bad.
F your butt, Cliff, because you're sober now, right? So everybody's got 12. Everybody's got 12. You know what? Nobody ever called me to say I'm a dingus. I'm a dingleberry. Nobody ever calls me. Hey, did you 12-step it or did you just quit?
I just quit. But your 12 packing it was the anti 12 step.
You know, these insults, if they weren't so dead on accurate, like right now I'm sweating like so much.
So what was this work on the car you were doing? See, you were working on a
I
car.
was driving to get beer, but the point was like,
It was a lot of
the other previously. So let's talk about hobos.
Okay.
This goes to a
Good old
question. I want to
fashioned
bring it straight
fight.
to Tim Hall.
Yes.
Now, I want to talk about how business is not done in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I just want to discuss why don't people just say what they think and then give an answer? Now, for example, Tim Hall and I, we had some things got discussed, but I know that your no is just not responding and letting me know it's a no. You'll hope like a sexual predator, I'll just leave the bushes and somehow this crazy idea I had one day you don't have to do, right? But would you admit live on camera that if you are trepidatious or don't want to do something, you're more likely to just hope it doesn't have the conflict of you saying no?
Yeah. 100%. I
But
have
why don't
to-
you just, especially for friends and people that you know, when you just be like, no, I don't want to do that. That's stupid. Damn it.
It's not
Beep
that.
that. We got to be clean. You got to beep that.
Okay.
beep it.
So okay.
I'm trying to do clean ones. We can swear, but we got to beep it.
Okay.
Because because I have another stupid plan. that won't
level
go
up.
anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Don't flip me off, Tim Hall.
No,
hey,
level up.
Tim Hall, I want you to take this and I want you to replay this now in your edit and look at the subconscious middle finger that he
Yeah.
just gave me for even bringing
Like, I
I
it
have
don't
up.
like
wanna do it.
psoriasis right here.
I don't want to do it. Yeah,
But why? But how come you don't just say to me, you know, I don't think that's for
I've
me.
talked to my therapist about this actually. It has something to do with people pleasing. Like I don't want to say no to somebody, but I also don't want to do it. So
Yeah,
I just it's like
but especially for me, in which
True.
you know my rage and efficiency is just like like because I don't care what the answer is. I
That's
just
true.
need to know the
I
answer
even know
so
that.
I can either move on with that plan, or to another plan, or to that plan.
Yeah.
So I don't care what the answer is. I just want to know what the answer is.
yeah.
But this isn't. I'm calling you out because you do. Talk to your therapist about it. In the future, I want you to feel comfortable. Let's have a code word. And that code word is
Safe
no
word.
go f yourself. Beep that out. So the next time I call you with one of my brilliant money-making ideas, you just say, no, go f yourself. And I know that that is code for, you know what? It's not for me. Thank you.
It's not for me. Oh, you're making it worse.
Yeah.
But we will admit now, something similar happened with a name I won't mention, Cliff, who I'm sure got into your vehicle and then was like, this MFer. Here's what I have figured out about this town. The people who are unsuccessful generally deserve it. That
Oh, yeah.
Here, the biggest flaw that I have are helping the unexceptional because the time waste, it's not done. Now, Cliff saw what happened. It's already done. You know what I mean? Like, if I hear one more person talk about how poor they are, and then someone says, would you like some money? And then they go, radio silence. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. If you are in your 40s and you have the same job and social and economic status that you did when you were at 18, you've done something wrong.
Consistent. Yeah.
Right, you've done something wrong.
Well, I think everybody has their own flow. I've realized that not everybody is going to aspire to do the top.
But to not respond. If you're poor and you're bitching to me about not having money, and I say, here's an easy gig that you can make money, sitting at home, hitting a bong, drinking a beer, sending me an invoice that I don't really know the hourly rate anyway, and you'll get some Venmo money, you would think that somebody would respond. But listen to me very carefully. I also noticed your car doesn't start, and you had to take 3 bus transfers to get here. So here is the thing. If someone is kind enough to offer a hobo like you, if you're basically telling me you're in your 40s, you got a cup full of pencils, and you're like, I need money. I can't survive. My life is garbage. And someone offers you money, then have the decency to say, you know, that's really cool, but it's not for me. Or, I don't think I really want to. Thanks, man. But this is worse because this is people that I see all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I see you. I see this other guy. I'm going to see you. So when you don't respond to my text message and then 2 days later I see you at a bar, why didn't you just say, no thanks? Hey, man, thank you for trying to put food into my stomach and shelter over my head. Right? But everybody's poor. Everybody's working jobs that basically people that illegally hop over a fence with their cans full of nuts, right? They're making more money than you. When the hell's the money? This is what's great. America really is a good, now, of course, the taxes, but anybody can come here and make money. There's so much money out there. I'm not saying a lot of money, but you can flip. I mean, there's guitars to flip if your thing is whatever, tools you can buy. There's plenty of ways to make money out there. But if you tell me that you're in your 40s and you admit that you have a job that a high school student has, and you're like, I don't have any money, and I say, would you like something? Just respond and just say, you know, I can't, I really want to stay with this, or I have this, or just anything. But why? But why? It says to me that I'm not respected. But I'm the one trying to help you. You're the one licking the yogurt lid, trying to get every last morsel because you're starving to death.
That makes me want a yogurt.
Right?
Oh, a suggestion.
You got to, but you know, if I see one more emaciated man deep in his 40s making $8 an hour, I say, hey, you want a job that pays double, and you don't even respond? You're going to be poor forever. You're a hobo, and you will always, always, always work for someone like me.
I mean, if they heard you or not, I feel like a lot of times stuff falls on deaf ears whenever
That's okay, but that's
what.
that was what separates. But what I'm saying, this goes with Tim, is if Tim doesn't want to do something, let me know you don't want to do it. So I'm not sitting around with my goddamn thumb up my butt waiting to make other choices based upon your decision.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. In between beers.
So
It's
this
the
guy
problem.
didn't. I said, here it is. Monday at 5, he didn't respond. I have I had 25 people want to interview for the job. I said, I know you. You want it? And I'll pay you, it's, right? No response.
Sur le
So-
table.
Right. So it's already done. So somebody, so the person I hired will now be making twice as what that person makes. And and then I'll see that person again in the future, and they'll be gaunt and just, you ever see somebody sweat over ordering a drink? You know what I
Not
mean? They're
lately.
like, I don't want to spend the extra $2.95, right?
Oh.
If you can't afford a beverage while dining out deep into your 40s, I want you to stay home. I want you to get a carton full of ramen, and I want you to choke yourself to death with it. I want you to shove the entire square down your throat. So it just chaps my ass because not only is it just professional courtesy, it's business courtesy. I'm trying to do you a favor. This whole city is full of dreamers, right? This whole town is full of people who want an opportunity. So if you're not doing well and somebody says you want it, if it's because you don't like me because of exactly who I am, I understand that, right? I understand if you're like, I don't want to work with you because I don't like you. But that's
What's that
fine.
called? 4 Life Choices? Oh,
Yeah, but that's the division of our other company.
that's correct. They're coming
So,
for you, buddy.
I just want you to know that you're a hobo, and you're always going to be a hobo.
Hey,
And I
this is a
want to see you
good-looking
next
hobo.
year, and the year after that, and 5 years, and in 7 years. And as
Well,
you
I would-
pull up,
I wouldn't take it personally. It happens to me all the time with people, and sometimes you call them on it and they still don't get back to you. Like I had a guy with Tim. I said, "Hey, do you want to play guitar on this thing?" And he was like, "Oh, I can't because I'm getting ready for this recording or whatever." I was like, "I didn't tell you when it was going to be.
right?
When that's done."
But at least he
Yeah,
said
you do it.
no.
Yes, but the thing is, I was like, "But could you do it at a different time or whatever?" I never heard back from them. But
Yeah.
really, directly, he could have said, "I'm just not interested." Period. Then I would have had no follow up. But
Right.
they don't
Well, that's
do
what
that.
I'm saying. But so meanwhile, you're waiting. So I'm like, but anyway, so good news. I recently hired somebody. It's
Nice.
done. We're moving forward. So I'm not going to give out the information of this person just because I'll ask them if they actually want it out there. But so things are moving forward. So you blew
They
it,
don't.
guy. So listen, as a thing of advice. Now I'll admit I did not respond to a business text message yesterday, although I thought of Cliff Beach.
Oh. No, but you know what? I just try. I take it personally too. I understand what you're saying, but in the end, you just never know what's happening like inside a person's mind. In our minds, we would be direct and be like, "Hey, thank you for that opportunity," or like, "Yeah, I'll take that opportunity because that makes sense." Other people, they evaluate opportunities.
It's the
they're
same.
different.
It's hobo
Stuff.
What you're saying is poor people.
Stuff.
It's like the time I offered a pizza to the homeless woman, and she says, "No, it makes me constipated." It's like, well, then, you starve to death. Just don't starve
Yeah.
in my street.
I think about Josh.
Who?
Yes.
I think he's still in that cave.
Who?
He hasn't been extracted yet.
Josh?
The Peruvian cave.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
So like,
I
right.
forgot all about him. I forgot that he was even a part of the show. Why? I haven't heard from him. I'm sure he's very busy with his ice and your water.
oh, ice.
No, he's
That's
part of the
immense.
immigration service.
Yeah, that's you meant immigration. He was following up on a
But
lot.
he's
of,
also like, I don't even know if he's part. I don't actually. He might have had a stroke. Like I don't.
Oh,
Like, I
God.
haven't heard from
Oh,
him.
that's right, because he was going to the doctors several
But,
times.
but Brian,
Would you go?
Doctor.
Would you, Tim Hall? While I upload this, will you pull up Google and Google Joshua Lee's obituary? Let's see what comes up. By
Is
the
it
way,
me?
I'd also like a shout out to my friend Marco, who I started calling Marcus
Yes.
last week.
Oh my God! Yes.
It's because we also have a good friend Marcus, who's a guitar player. So it was a mistake. So I just wanted to acknowledge that and apologize for that. Because
And he looked great in a bikini speedo. Loading, edit,
According to Google,
googly boo.
he's still safe.
he's
Oh,
still
good.
safe. Okay.
Yeah.
Check his Wikipedia page that he created for himself.
Hey, at least he's got one. None of us have wikis.
You don't have a wiki?
No, just the leaks.
Just
Well,
the
you're
leaks?
getting older.
You went to Scripps?
Oh wait, can we update this? Hold on. Wait, we could edit this live right now, right?
Yeah.
Right?
It's like, when was that photo
Where's that?
taken?
Oh,
Oh, this is good.
yeah.
You got stuff.
Wait, go. So we can edit it. I think we need to mention that he is also often a frequent guest on Unnecessary Talk. Let's go ahead and add. Let's go. Oh my God! Let's go ahead and add that comedy. Oh yeah. This makes me so happy.
Let's talk
Well,
about how you spell unnecessary. How many N's are in there?
There are two
Two.
ends.
And then there's like 7 S's.
But do you see why I'm hiring other people to work on these things? Like, like my own producers. Like, how do you spell the show's name? What are you writing?
You cool?
Oh, I'm just doing the.
Are you switching to
Oh, I love
coding
And
language?
this makes me so happy because I haven't heard from him. I hope he's okay. But he's, the guy's a NASA climate scientist. He got things to do sometimes. But, the way Josh works is he gets a bunch of work for months and then he's off for months. Not off, but, not.
Oh, doing stuff.
Yeah, like not required to go into an office.
Well, you gotta wait for those results.
Now, notice he doesn't have Wall of Flesh on here. Notice how.
Well, maybe he did this before that.
99% of his gigs are on my resume here. I don't get nothing, right? Like I'm nothing, but we get.
Well, you have to see
We
when it
get
was last
people who are
edited.
just moms now, who aren't even in, who are have a gross lack of self-awareness.
Greenland Dick Dangerfield? That sounds interesting.
.tv.
Oh, good.
What else? Let's also. Willis is a favorite guest on. Hey, so like .tv is lowercase, like in .com, like in life, right? Because this is what I learned from, and I'd like to apologize. Make sure this is into.
For Hayes. Yeah.
Because I was like capitalized at end because I thought they were supposed to be capitalized, but you were right, and I was an a-hole for even following up with it. So thank you, sir. You're awesome. Again, Hazing Fox, Saturday 2 p.m. at YouTube. Well, okay, hold on.
Oh,
Well, this plays Jake Owen in the award-winning comedy feature film, available
ooh.
on Amazon, available for purchase and rental. Let's really get an advertisement. For
Amazon
purchase
Subprime.
and rental on Amazon. It's not on Amazon Prime anymore. Because remember the
Subprime. Amazon Subprime.
Subprime, yes. And
Amazon
YouTube.
with a capital A.
Oh, look at that. He's getting some credits.
Tiny Tim's TikToks.
Let's go. Beautiful.
Oh, he's so happy.
You save one, and then they all start showing up.
I don't
that
know how
one.
that became appropriate to show.
Like you give some cans to a ranchero. They all come around. I just wanted to do the comedy.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Yeah, that was all.
So that one seemed fine. The one where the lady was doing yoga, that one's over the top. And you're like,
No,
I know what you're doing.
I think this is fine to have you share it through a text message or something, but I don't know why that became
The
shareable.
TikTok thing.
Because
To
it's
be
a
able
way
to
for
say-
her to show her nipples and get followers without being community, right? Because if there was no baby, she could not show her nipples. But
Right.
because she's showing the act of breastfeeding,
I mean, what? But why is breastfeeding your baby something to document?
Oh, my
Oh.
neighbors. Okay.
Your neighbors.
I mean, I'm not against it. I'm just saying, like, why? I mean, if you have a guy jacking off and you insert a baby in there, that would be awkward.
Well, I don't think that'll work. Somehow, I don't think that's gonna work.
I'm just saying, you can't just insert a baby into a situation and make it right.
Oh no! Oh no! The community
And
standard.
my father tear, and a small tear runs down the corner of my father's.
Yeah, he's just so stoic. He doesn't care. He's just like, do what you gotta
This
do.
is when men were men, and you had penises, and if you didn't,
Exactly.
people thought you did. Don't.
Oh, they put some chiclets in there.
Nailed it.
I don't remember seeing that one either.
That
Who are you fooling?
those don't match.
Who did she have before though?
I think
'Cause
those were
maybe that's
3D
still an
printed.
improvement. Yeah, maybe. They're Lego pieces.
Oh, and by the way, Tim Hall,
Uh-huh.
I thought you were going to cut 2 videos last week.
I know, but
And
then I didn't because there was a I think there was like some follow-up stuff and I liked the way you were laughing at the end of the
I
one.
just want to, you know.
He's
It's all
not a
good.
bastard.
Don't please. I'm not making fun of anyone as much as it's just when you're going through TikTok, sometimes when things pop up,
They surprise you.
the popping up is what's surprising.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so just, you know.
He's not a bad guy once you get to know him. Oh, Jesus.
If you couldn't see what that is, that's a newborn baby with studio headphones over there while laying on the grass at a Slipknot concert.
Yeah. Hey, you got to go.
Let's all agree if you bring an infant to a Slipknot concert. I don't even need to finish that sentence.
Well, maybe
You know
they
what
were
I mean?
conceived at the last one and they want to
Bring him back? Yeah.
That's
You're
true.
always thinking, Cliff.
And this isn't a slam against Slipknot. It's more about the decibels.
Yeah.
Pause it for a second. We're gonna see it right there. Why do British people order more than one beer at once without finishing the first? This guy has 3. Don't they get hot?
Well, they drink it warm over there, don't they?
Well, that's my question to Hazy Fox. Is this the thing, right? Because you drink beer warm, that you might as well get it all in one thing so that you can not have to bother, which makes sense.
Yeah, save
Or
a
it
few
just
trips.
takes a
So
really
is
long
this
time.
true, or is this another horrible stereotype?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think all their
Debilitating
beers are
stereotype.
served warm.
Look at the calmness on his face. The
The
poise.
confidence, right? Is that what you said?
Everyone was not impressed, but it's funny. And then, is it an actual child or a little person?
I think it's a child.
Comment below.
Yeah, you decide.
Look at the lawyer's building. I know the vacuum cleaner man. He's seen my tits.
So this was a live news broadcast. Now there's a much longer one, but this is the one.
But
that
I
came
want
up.
to know now. I need context. They saw
Like,
my tits.
how did that happen?
Guys bringing in satchels of whatever, rice, coffee beans
Oh, yeah.
on a rolling dolly, right? Hundreds of pounds. Look, boom.
Oh,
Oh no!
holy moly.
Whole,
Whoa.
That didn't pass inspection.
in a world of OSHA violation.
I don't know what he did, but man, he's lucky son of a bitch.
Man, that's incredible. I mean,
That would have torn him in half, in twain, for sure.
Yeah.
He was like, my
And
stuff.
so
Oh no!
quick, where he never would have. It would have just. It would have happened so quick. Like, mentally, if you were halfway and that happened, it would happen so quick you wouldn't even know, right?
Oh,
Not
yeah.
unless,
Not to bring down this comedy podcast.
well, not unless you didn't die right away. Like
Suppose
it
if
could,
it just caught his lower half. Yeah.
yeah, could have
Yikes.
been just bad.
Is there anybody to clean up this mess? I don't know. Just grab somebody from the mailroom.
Maybe the vacuum guy. He'd
Oh,
seen my
your
tits.
twinkling eyes. You son of a.
Ooh.
I don't feel comfortable about this.
Oh, what the what? Don't mind me. I'm just scooting by. So obviously something bad happened to that hyena, right? Just like, but it does look like it's like.
It's defiance. Oh yeah, the lion's unfazed. Look, I'll get you later. Oh yeah.
That's the okay. So
That's a process, though, right?
yeah. So that's. But
Why does that give me the? It makes me feel.
yeah, I don't like it.
Why is it so close? Why is it so close? What's the after though? Like, what's the best case scenario of this person?
I think
They
you can
just
get
bring
it
out
off and
the
it's like
sand.
Yeah, it gets off
Sandblaster?
all the hard
That's a
calloused
schloff.
area. Yeah, it takes it.
No,
it's
but
a-
what does?
Well, they
Acid?
have whatever chemicals. They have one that's very popular now, apparently, with
Those
the ladies.
fish? The little fish?
Where you, I guess you get it on Amazon /UNT, but you wrap your foot in it
Yep.
and you sleep with it, and then
Yeah.
2 weeks later, for some reason, your whole foot falls off or something.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we ran a little long, and Cliff Beach was booked, so he bounced out as we played the last couple. Thank you. Follow him, of course, at Cliff Beach Music and Black Cliff Beach.
Yes, of course.
I'm no, there's a reason I haven't made it. Right? There's a reason.
If you can't handle me at my, then you don't deserve me at my.
This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am that Brian Sturges. You follow me at Mr. Brian Sturges. Go to Poor Life Choices TV, BrianSturges.com, Cliff Beach Music, and Black Cliff Beach, Timothy All Music, Timothy All _ See you next Tuesday!